top five, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on a team from the ACC, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Tigers about to kick it away and get this season started. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He's forced out of bounds at his own 19-yard line. An excellent job of coverage on that one. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Power football with the run. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets two. He's down at the 21. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. They're coming off an appearance in the national championship game last year, and you know they're looking to get back.
Yeah, they're motivated to take the next step. And, David, they feel like they've upgraded at several key positions this year, hoping that they can take it that one next step and win the Natty this season.
Yeah, it was one thing to get there, but, man, do you get even hungrier when you've got there and you had to watch the other team celebrate? So a good chance to take out some demons, start this year off good, and maybe forget about last year's finish.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on third down. Gives it on the option. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. And the Aggies want to pick up the tempo. Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop. And you better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Back to pass on 2nd down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Guys, let's take a minute here and talk about Texas A&M. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, and they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Got the quick completion. Oh, he's got some space. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Well, they've put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw. Skips away from pressure. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass catch.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. From the gun on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Touchdown, Tigers. A great catch and run for 6. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, if he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it out. It's Young. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. Comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Fires to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. With the catch, it's Booth. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now on second down for this offense. Pulls it and fires to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Such a great job by the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means third and long. Third and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hands, it's Turner. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Clemson is quick to the line. They'll throw it from the red zone. Bringing the heat. It's complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw again. Right on the money. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
Tries to get it on the ground. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on fourth and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that fourth down play.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Caught in the backfield. It's Norman. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark.
There he goes. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. So first down here as they go back to work. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson!
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all...
Oh, and the extra point is blocked. Now he can return this. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Norman. Turning it on. Out across the 30 mark. Down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Texas A&M going quickly. Motion from the wideout.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Really good job there on the pitch and catch. You think about Texas A&M and their ability to recruit receivers in recent years. It's been about as good as anybody, I think. You think about names like Mike Evans, Christian Kirk. They're getting guys not just in the state of Texas, but nationally that want to come to College Station and they want to catch passes in this offense. They knows they gives them a chance to play on Sundays, and this guy
hits the afterburners, and he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
The screen game is such a big part of this offense. A nice job by the quarterback holding on to it until the last possible second, and the O-line getting downfield, picking up their blocks. They make it about as easy as they can for this running back to find the end zone.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Sam Houston may not be leaving town with a blowout victory, but they'll take a dub away from Huntsville every time. The Bearcats have been racking up road wins since the Ron Randleman days, and they get another one today. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Goodness, that is the way you blow up a play, quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, caused a wreck. That had to be a blown assignment. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll give it to the back. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line's going to have to play a lot better here.
They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. Clemson will send the punt team out. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They close the gap on their last drive. Now an opportunity to take the lead if they can score here. Finds his way for three out to the 33. Texas A&M going up tempo.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
The give to the back. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35.
And that that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the 1st down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The Aggies are on the move.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna look downfield again. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Touchdown, Aggies! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. Lining up for the point after and the lead. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. From the gun, the ground game. That's the kind of play that can really get you going if they get it out to the 36. 1st and 10 for the offense. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. There's an idea that Clemson can only run the ball when they sort of trick you and get you in space, but they're showing a lot of versatility now.
Yeah, I think the word you were looking for was finesse. They've been a finesse offense, more about tempo and body blows than it is about, being physical up front. But if this unit does get that physicality and get that ground game and a good offensive line, I think that's when you see the best of the Clemson Tigers.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. Here comes Clemson with another 1st down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Got his man to the left. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. At the 20, he's got space. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
The give to the tailback. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a 1st down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. It's Turner. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. On the direct snap, it's Turner. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tiger.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Looking to throw. Scrambling away. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Young. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. I guess a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. First play of the drive wants to throw. They're setting up the screen. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
On those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. That's caught. It's Norman. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Finally brought down. The run of play not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Overton. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll send the back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Get it out to the supersonic guy. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
So now on fourth down, they'll try to salvage a 3 and just get points before halftime. It is good.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He's got great speed. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. teed up to start this second half. On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. The RPO, it's complete. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back looking for the road. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. They'll ride the hot hand. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They got it down to the 21. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the...
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. He'll start this drive firing. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Great place to start for this offense. He'll start this drive going to the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quarterback making checks. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Intercepted. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover 0. When I play cover 0, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
He's turning it loose into the middle. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. Bringing it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. but you still have to attack through the air. A quick pass to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Clemson jumps to the line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Out of the gun, the inside give. Brings into the open. He's up to 94 yards rushing, and he's making sure the defense feels him in this opening game. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. To the ground. He's got it again. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat him.
And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Fires to the right. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down.
Man, what a great break on the ball. Way to knock it down. But, man, this situation, they're almost in field goal range, had a chance to maybe take some points off of the board. That's a big play that we might circle back to later.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Louisiana Tech is down right now, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Ruston today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Ball State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now 1st down from the 39. Grabbed over the middle. It's Norman. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. And the Aggies racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. A&M comes back out with another 1st down. Wants to keep it in the air. Lets it fly. It's caught downfield. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Aggies.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
Texas A&M, 21.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Play of this drive will come from their own 23. Reads it, fires complete. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Off the RPO, complete. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
As an offense, you've got the lead, you've had success running the football. You hope that this play is just the blip because you know you're going to have to lean on your bell cow running back to ice this game and close it out.
Flushed out of the pocket. He's got him wide open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, he's making it look easy out there snagging that pass. Sammy Watkins, Mike Williams, T. Higgins. Great Clemson receivers in recent years. These guys just got open. They found a way with their speed and their route running ability. It's a lot of what this guy does here, too. He makes it easy on his quarterback.
Caught in the backfield, it's Overton. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be run out of bounds at the 14.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that 3rd down, and now the offense is in an interesting situation.
And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this 3rd period with a big play. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Dropping back, it's O'Neal. Bears the pressure. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
The Aggies are in the hurry-up. He'll throw on 3rd down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. pull and throw off the RPO. Taking it the other way. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Unloads quickly. He steps out of bounds right at the 15-yard line. Line getting set on second down. Looking to fire. Touchdown, Tiger! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. This dude is putting on a show, taking up residence in the end zone by the air and by the ground, in keeping with what Clemson looks for in a quarterback.
Man, this is unbelievable. I mean, you've seen so many great guys run through, and Clemson majors in quarterbacks that can throw, can run, and really be dynamic, and this guy is having himself a day.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Back to pass. It's O'Neal. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. Makes the grab. It's Norman. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here. Just keeps swinging it. Takes a hit as he fires. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude...
There he goes. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Looking to throw on first down. He unleashes a long one. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Leaves it with the back. And they don't pick up anything right there, but at least they avoid getting tackled in their own end zone.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long.
Here we go, here we go.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Now
Man, this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that third down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get a block and maybe spring a guy free, but the pursuit, wow, that was so good defensively.
The offense changing the plays. Throws to the wideout. Hauls it in, the first down and more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting it, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
And with a lead like they have here in the fourth quarter, no question this offense is going to continue trying to pound the rock. They're going to run the football and try to ice this game.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a third and long. Sixth play of the drive coming up. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's looking deep. Hauls it in all the way. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. To the ground with the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a gap. It's Turner. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
49, Texas A&M, 21.
Coming out with it, it's Young. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Got his man on the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And the pass falls to the ground, and the ball game is over. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today,